This is the head of the beast. This is the family that is the head of the 13 families. I'd never heard of them, but they're the head of the Lee family, the Rockefellers, and the Rothschilds, among the rest of them. They're the most evil people on the planet. They are the linchpin of the Khazarian mafia, the Jesuits, and all the evil that goes on in the world. And they've been around and ruling for 7,000 years. That's what I've heard, dating back to the Sumerians. But there are light beings helping us in this war that's going on right now. We're being helped by a bunch of different types of light beings and Jesus, archangels, in the war that's going on in the underground bases, in the evil around the world. But the way I understand it is if there was full disclosure, like everybody wants, I heard several different places that if there was complete full disclosure, 90% of the population would literally go insane. They wouldn't be able to handle it because it's that crazy. It's not just that there's ETs out in space and UFOs. It's way, way crazier than that. And after all the things I've heard from all the different people and a lot of very sane, knowledgeable people with information, I believe it. Now, I recently watched Terms of Endearment. Old movie, loved by many people. Now that I see things that I never saw before, the first thing I saw in the hospital scene with Jeff Daniels was the upside-down cross on his tie. I couldn't find a picture to really show it, but this is the tie. There's also pedophile symbols on it as well. So a full disclosure came out of what really is in the planet, on the planet, amongst us. Not just those 13 bloodline families that rule the planet and enslave every single one of us, but other things as well. Yeah, there's some things that will make a lot of people go crazy. If they knew that what they were doing to you, and you don't even realize it, you'd go insane. We're not living in Leave It to Beaver. This isn't the Andy Griffith Show. Those fantasies are just that. These people want us dead. They want us slaves, which we have been for thousands of years. It's coming to an end, though. There is a bright side here, and I don't want to push that aside. I want to leave hope here, but I'm trying to disclose everything that I've been learning. And that's what I'd like to do in my videos, is as I learn, I try to share. There's a few videos that I don't necessarily completely believe, but I'm just kind of putting things out there to ask questions. But the more I learn, the more I think it's all true. And I think a lot of people will realize that over time in drips. But very soon, we're all going to be free from these evil people. There are clones, too. There has been clones for a long time. Human clones, yes. Think I'm nuts? Okay. Look up Clone Aid. There's clone facilities in New Jersey, in Canada, in Florida. They've been doing it for a long time with a lot of rich, wealthy, successful stars. They overtake them in other ways as well, not just clones. But I'll leave you with this video, and maybe you'll start to understand a few things and get your head around it. If you don't want to get your head around it, if you want to mock it, that's your prerogative.
She was born yesterday at 11:55 a.m. in the country where she was born. So this will not give you more details about the location. She's fine. We call her Eve between us. You knew that, of course. Some suggested it, and I thought it was a good idea, actually. You won't have the right name. And, you know, for a long time, I thought that this press conference will be with the baby, the parents, the scientists, everybody surrounding me, and having pleasure announcing it. I'm alone. And there is a reason to that, is that it hasn't been easy to face the world with this announcement. And we have been discussing with the parents the last 3 months how we would handle today. And they decided not to show up yet. They will. I hope they will. And I wish them well. We started really to work with human eggs in January of this year. So it took us 3 months to finalize, and this is very short, and that's why I said, is it luck or is it hard work? I do believe it's hard work. But we had really good success very quickly and refined the technique for human eggs until spring, where we started to have implantation. We had 10 implantations, and 5 of them during the first 3 weeks were terminated spontaneously. 5 others were successful and are still successful. The first one was born yesterday. The next one is due in Europe